In 2015, Howard Schultz, the chairman of Starbucks Corporation, started the Race Together initiative at the company. The Race Together initiative had baristas try to engage customers on a daily basis about conversations about race and race relations in America. The Race Together initiative was coming at the end of the first wave of Black Lives Matter protests in the United States. Mr. Schultz, who was a politically engaged CEO and chairman of his company, wanted to do something to help promote change. He thought that the best way that he could do that was to have his team normalize conversations about race. The initiative did not work very well. Customers in Starbucks felt uncomfortable about having these conversations, and the initiative was scrapped in about a week's time. Starbucks was panned in the media for trying to introduce conversations about race into its business model. Fast forward 5 years to the summer of 2020, and all of corporate America is now talking about race because of the second wave of Black Lives Matter protests. What this shows is how delicate talking about race and race equity can be. You can be a visionary leader and be moving very far out in front of public opinion, and that could have consequences for you. In my view, Mr. Schultz was acting as both a courageous and inclusive leader when he started the Race Together initiative. It's just the timing was wrong. My best advice to leaders who are trying to promote racial equity is that you should be experimental like Mr. Schultz. You should take the first step and try to meet your teams and your customers, but you have to do it with some ground rules in mind. In order for conversations to go well, they have to be in safe spaces. They have to be in opportune moments. They have to shy away from essentialist language about race and culture. The best way to do this work is probably to routinize it within the organization, to create times through workplace activities where there's a potential for sharing across racial and cultural divides. It's also possible to interact with your consumer base, if you're a corporation, on these issues by having studies that show precisely when and how they want to engage with you on these issues. That seems to be what was missing from Mr. Schultz's first initiative. Still, the point for me is that we should never punish courageous and inclusive leaders for trying to do the right thing by talking about and normalizing conversations about race equity. It's just a matter of timing and getting the timing right.